Hi. Um, hi, second channel. This is a very random video. Very random video. But I just wanted to do it because. Wait. I haven't filmed on here in a while. And I really love my dog. So I thought I would have a little rant about my dog. Because I really like my dog, even when he's licking his balls like he currently is. What fascinates me about my dog is that he's a pretty big being. And you know when you see these little dogs that don't really count as dogs because they don't even look like wolves anymore because they're just small and some of them don't even have hair. 1 second. Ja? Så hyggelig, tusen takk, Stas. 10 minutter. Kanskje ikke så mye engang. Okay. That was just my mum. She said that the aeroplane, British company or flight company, the company we're using when flying, I'm going to England tomorrow, they just sent her an email saying they're ready for me. Here's my dog. Where was I? Shoot. What is fascinating to me about my dog is that he is of a good size. I love big dogs, but what I was gonna say is that he's not small. When I look at small dogs or small creatures, I think, oh, they're dumb. Which isn't good. I shouldn't think that. I don't mean dumb, but I mean like less intelligent than humans. And it's not like I see a big elephant and I'm like, oh, you're way smarter than humans because you're bigger. But my dog is a lovely German Shepherd. He's human sized. Like, you can't see it, but our head is the same size. And when he stands, if you take his four arms, his four palms, like his two legs in the front, and you lift him up so that he stands on two legs, he's as tall as I am. And because he is human-sized, I kind of think of him in the sense that, like, he has human intelligence, which he obviously doesn't have because he's a dog. But it just fascinates me that, like, he's of a decent size. I want to communicate with him. I want to communicate with you. Can you hear me? I want to communicate with him, but I know that I can't because he's just a dog. And it's very confusing because he's a big creature that I love, and other big creatures in my life, other humans that I love in my life, I can communicate with them, but I cannot communicate with my dog. I probably sound high right now, which is fair. I tweeted earlier today that my mum must probably think that I am always high, because every time I get home, or every day when I get home from school, I just look at my dog and I'm like, it's so weird. We have this animal living in a house. Because I don't see my dog as an animal. Maybe because he's big, so I expect him to have the human intelligence, which he obviously doesn't have. But I don't really view him as an animal because he doesn't really smell like a dog. The only thing, well, he does do stereotypical dog things. I mean, he eats from a bowl. He poops outside. He doesn't speak Norwegian or English for that matter. He's a dog, but because of his size, I see him as a friend. And this morning when I woke up, he was lying by my feet in my bed, and I just looked at him and I was like, oh my god, my friend is here. That sounded really awkward. I didn't really think my friend is here, but I looked at him and I was like, oh my god, there's an animal in my bed. And I think it's very interesting how humans, we used to be surrounded by animals all the time. We used to hunt animals. We used to be around animals. We used to look out for animals. We used to live alongside animals. We used to live side by side with the animals in nature. But now, I see animals so rarely that when I do see them, I'm surprised and I'm so fascinated by them. And maybe that's why I love animals so much. Because it's like, oh my god, you precious little thing. You're a being that isn't human. Because most beings that I see, they are human. So when I see a being that isn't human, I'm so fascinated by it. And also, on top of that, when I do see animals, most of the time, they're like cows, right? On farms, out in the fields, behind these, like, what are they called? Fences, right? But here I have an animal close to me. He's next to me. He sleeps in my bed with me. He licks my face sometimes. And I cuddle him and I hold him. And I pet his big body. And I feel and hear sometimes his beating heart. And I touch him and he's warm. Like a being, like something that exists. And it just, for some reason, it's so hard for my mind to like, to get it to wrap my around the fact that he's an animal. A real animal. That lives in my house. And who likes me. I think. I hope so. Do you like me? I really hope you do. You're precious. And he has eyes that I look at. And I look at his eyes. And when I see the white part, because he has really brown eyes. Which I love brown eyes. They are my favorite types of eyes. But when I look at him, and I can, most of the time, like, because he has brown eyes, so they just look very dark. But then sometimes, you know, oh shoot, I'm holding in front of the camera. I see the white part of his eyes, right? And then I'm like, oh my, you know what else is white parts of their eyes? Humans. You look human. You look like, you don't look human. You're way too hairy for a human. But you look like something that is alive. And that's weird to me. That something that is alive, that isn't human, that I can't directly communicate with like I usually do. Through language, like oral language. Like, we're still friends. Although we can't communicate. Although you were a completely different being to what I am. We're still friends. You don't have existential crises like I do. At least I don't hope so. I hope you don't, because that would suck. Because you're a dog, you're not supposed to have existential crises. But we're still friends. And we still love each other. And it's just weird to me because it's so real. I look at other smaller animals and I'm like, I mean, I get that they're real, but I think of them as kind of dog. Oh, dog. I think of them as kind of dumb. Like, oh, you're just an animal. But this is a big boy. You can't see it right now. But he's a big boy. He's a big being. And when you die, it's like, it's a big body to move. Like something, I shouldn't make it so that size is the equivalent to, like, what matters. Like, if you're bigger, you're worth more. I don't mean it like that, but it's just, there's this decently sized dog that I can, like... Can you see him? Wait, let me see. He's just this big animal. And we can just chill, right? I can hug him like I would hug a human person. And it's so weird, because he's a dog. You're a dog. You're a dog. You're a dog. And he's just so precious. I don't know, I just really love my dog. He's such a great friend to have, although we can't communicate very well most of the time, and I think you're kind of silly and you don't put much thought into things. I still value you as a friend, and I wish you could understand what I'm saying right now, because I'm talking about how much I appreciate and love you. But hopefully my affection has already proven that to you, and I also give you food. So you better love me, because you need me. Actually, you need my parents more than you need me, because they're also the ones paying for the food. But I paid for you. I was the one who bought you. And the dog cage you had when you were little. Both of them, actually. I think he's getting frustrated that I'm making a lot of noises and he doesn't understand what they mean. Because usually I talk to him in a different way. I'm like, Hej Doffen! Hej Doffen! Åh så fin! Åh så fin hund! Åh så fin hund! Ja, så fin hund! Åh så fin hund! Josephine. Yeah, Josephine. Or I'm talking to him in a really low voice when he does something bad. But now I'm just talking in a weird way, and you don't get what these noises means. Am I happy? Am I happy with you? I am, but I'm not expressing it through the emotion of my voice. I'm expressing it through my words that you don't understand. But now I'm going to go because I need to pack for England tomorrow. But the moral of the story is, I love my dog. I sound high. I swear I haven't hit a joint or whatever you cool kids say. Kidding. Drugs doesn't make you cool. But yeah. Okay. Doffen and I both say goodbye. Hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. And take care of your dogs and your animals in general. Because they're precious. And they're your friends. And just because they're covered in fur doesn't mean that they are any less of a being. I mean, they're not as intelligent as us, but they feel pain and they feel love. So they deserve to have a good life. Because they can have a good life. So then they deserve to have one. Okay. Any last words? And I'll stop pushing this iPad into your face. No? Okay, I love you so much. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!